Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I and friends will present the material about development and economic growth theories by Group 1. With of the members, I'm Hamidah, Karmila Fandora, Muhammad Ilham, and Yusuf Avicena. Okay, dualism theory. Economic dualism, according to G.S. Bode, Dutch economy is two different economic systems and strong side by side. The two systems are not a transitional economic system in which the characteristic of the old one are weakening and the new one is getting stronger. But they are both equally strong and far different. The difference is due in part to the colonialism of the Western people. Gunnar Myrdal theory. According to Myrdal, effort to eradicate poverty in developing countries must be carried out with government intervention, especially in influencing free market force. Then the theory of comparative advantage used by neoclassical economists cannot be used as a guide for the process of allocating economic resources.
Theory. John Fay and Gustav Reins in Theory of Economic Development examine the transition process that an underdeveloped country will go through to move from a state of stagnation to self-sufficient growth. This theory is a renaming of Lewis' theory and a limited supply of labor. Ferenc theory. A country exists labor and the reserve for economics, most the population moves in the agricultural sector. Great and development and high population growth rate. Harold Domar theory. Know the relationship of investment and economic growth. According to Harold Domar theory, investment has a good influence on the progress of a country because in the condition investment is included in the national income which will affect the country economic growth.
Caldor theory. The aim of economic growth theory is to show the nature of non-economic variables which ultimately determines the rate at which the general level of production of the economy grows. And this contributes to understanding the question of why some societies grow so much faster than others. Joan Robinson theory deploys a simple growth model which reflects the operation of pure capitalist economy, which is also known as the Joan Robinson growth model. It tries to reduce the degree of abstraction. The growth model is put verbally, which is then formalized mathematically.
We'll explain about the neoclassical and new growth theory. The first is neoclassical theory by Harold and Domar. This theory actually separated at the first preceded by Harold and then followed by Domar, but has the same core. In this theory, we know that the economic growth can be seen from the level of investment made by people in the country. So, where more investment made in a country, the company will get more capital from this investment, so that the company can produce more goods and services. Second theory by Robert Solow. This theory consists of three factors. The first is capital. If the capital growth is high, the capital used for business will increase. Second, population. If the population growth is high, it will have an impact of increasing the number of workers. Third, technology. If technology is growth is rapidly, the technology use will be more efficient. And then when the technology more be efficient, they can make a good quality for goods and services. If the three factors that affect economic growth increase, then there will be an increase in production yields, and cause economic growth to increase. Third, Sampeter. This theory explains that economic growth is seen from the innovation of entrepreneurs in the country. The more innovation made by entrepreneurs in developing product, the more they will increase the rate of economic growth. Fourth, New Growth Theory. This theory was pioneered by Paul M. Romer in 1986 and Robert Lucas in 1988 as a critique of the slow neoclassical growth theory, which could not explain well economic growth in the long run. The main purpose of the New Growth Theory is to explain the differences in the growth rates between countries as well as the factors that make up a large proportion of the growth.